Hello, stock traders and investors. I hope all of you had a great day. Today was very interesting, that is for sure. Today I finished with a 1.57% gain, so I felt great about that because the market really had a poor day. I was really powered by my biotechs, definitely did very, very well. If you were following the top 7 and the others, you should have had a 0.84% gain. And month to date, that would have put you at a 0.74% gain so far this month. Year to date, I am at a 377.62% return. I think that's important to pay attention to and to look at because that is based upon how well my strategies are working. So I never go into a stock unless I have a plan or I have a strategy for that stock. And that is how I'm able to get those type of gains. I track it very closely to make sure that my strategies are working and that they're performing the way that they should. And so should you. If you have a strategy that works for you, you should be writing down your trades. You should be cataloging those and looking at them each and every day to see if you are being successful or if your gains are temporary. See if you can repeat small gains over a long period of time. That is a much better way to invest, in my opinion. So today I day traded YTEN. That was a popular one to day trade today. It was a very, very good runner. PTON and CSIQ. I really only traded YTEN and I did okay today. I did a 1.5% gain. I missed the big run on this today. I just had other stuff I was working on and I just missed it, and that's going to happen. You have to be able to focus on your day trades when you do them. I wasn't able to really do that today. I like to use Webull for my intraday trading, and the reason is because I can trade as early as 3 a.m. and as late as 7 p.m. at night Central Time, and that is very convenient for me. Also, I can short stocks all different times a day. I can cover shorts, and you can't do that on every broker. Anyway, if you're looking for a powerful broker with great screening tools, I highly recommend you check them out. Please check them out in the description down below. You get one free stock when you sign up and another when you deposit money. So I have some sales to report from the top 7 that I reported yesterday. So today on Thursday, I sold WEN and I sold it for a 3.1% gain. This has just turned into where it was more than 3 days as far as insider activity, and so I decided to sell it for that reason, and a pretty good gain for 3 days. The next was ETON. So this was a PDUFA run-up play and it did very well. Really, I feel pretty happy with it. And this is about the same timing that I look to exit a PDUFA run-up. I do not stay in for decision. Anyway, I made a 15.2% gain, and you should have had a very similar gain if you added it at the time when I did. And you know, I'd been on the list for a long time and it was a good runner. I will look to get back into it with the second PDUFA coming up later. I will also be watching the decision on the 15th very closely, or earlier, depending upon when they run it. The next I sold was PRTS, and I sold this very early in the day. It had been 3 days since insider activity, and so it had hit my exit point, and I sold it for a 4.5% gain. Feel pretty happy with that, especially with the market today, so I felt good about that. Well, let's get to the top 7 because we have so many to cover, and let's start with the others. So the first one is brand new on the list, and that is KDP. Today it finished down 3.35%. My average in it is $29.71. Oliver Gaudet. I like good old Oliver Gaudet. As a director, bought $500,000 worth of shares at $29.06. And so I went in very close to this. So far, it has not been a great investment, but I am expecting it to catch on. Today was not the best market day, definitely. Hopefully tomorrow's a lot better. All right, PRTY. So this has been on the list for a couple of days. Today it finished up 1.87% and it's performing well, definitely. My average in it is $2.55. And I like it because Norman Matthews, a director, he bought $500,000 worth of shares, and that's a lot bigger than the normal insider purchase has been on PRTY. So that definitely opened my eyes, and so far I'm doing pretty well in it. Hopefully you are too. PRTY is a good stock to be in. The next is CAR. Today it finished down 0.17%. My average in it's $34.35, so I'm exactly even in this since the time I bought it. Kathink Surma bought $4 million worth of shares in open market, and this is not the first purchase that this guy has had, and so I'm expecting more and I'm hopeful for more. But At some point, if there's no new insider activity, I will move it out of my portfolio. Hopefully you've done better than I have. I felt good about my entry point. It just hasn't moved. The next is KALA, and this has really been doing well lately, and today did well also. Today it finished up 3.48%. My average in it's $9.06, so I'm almost profitable in this thing. The reason why it's not in the top 7 is because it's an October 30th PDUFA date, so it's still a month and a half away, and so that's the reason why it's not there. But analysts have a target of this stock at $22 a share. I'm expecting a nice run up to its PDUFA decision. The next is SUM, and this has been a great little stock. So it had some insider activity, and I went in it because of that reason. Today it finished up 3.87%, really showed some price strength, and I think it's got more to go. My average in it's $15.37, and Noonan bought $1 million worth of shares. And with what's going on in the United States right now, there's definitely lots of building projects and things that are going to be going with the wildfires that are going on the West Coast. Also the hurricane season and everything else. I think that this company is going to do well, and I think that's why the insider activity was happening like it did. So I like this one for a continued run up, so I think that this one's going to be good. The next, it's not in the top 7, but it's a good stock. It's XRX, and we've had this stock quite a few times. Today it finished down 2.0%. That had a lot to do with the market being down. It just was really down today. My average in it's $19.10, and the Icon partners have been buying up shares again. So they probably bought up about $50 million worth of shares on this stock over the last couple months. And so I've been able to make a good couple percent on this whenever these transactions have been happening. And so I'm expecting the same thing to happen again. So far it hasn't happened, but hey, we got more time with it, definitely. The next is ZSAN, and this has been a fantastic stock, and I've been able to pick up some really cheap shares. Today it finished up 6.29%. My average in it's $1.33. This has an October 20th PDUFA date, so it's still more than a month away. That's why it's not in the top 7. They are going to be presenting at the Cantor Global Healthcare Conference. And so that was good news for them, and it's been surging ever since. And so ZSAN is one I'm expecting to do well. And now it's time for the top 7. The next is GIGM. I really like some insider activity that happened on this morning, and then it proceeded to go downwards. You know, it didn't exactly go the direction I thought after that insider activity. Finished down 2.06%, and this is brand new to the list. My average in it is a terrible $3.06. Surely you can do better than me. Anyway, the CEO purchased 3 separate days in open market, and so I really liked that transaction when I saw it this morning, and I thought it would go up. But again, anything in that electronics realm, that whole sector did not do well. So GIGM, hopefully we do better tomorrow. Number 6 is GOGO. Today this finished up 2.33%. This is brand new to the list. My average in it is $9.68. So I like it because 10% owner GTCR bought $25 million worth of shares yesterday. And so I caught that right at the end of the day, and I thought that was extremely bullish activity. And so I went in on it, and so far not so, I mean, it's just kind of okay. Hopefully we have better days tomorrow, and that sector can be up again. Number 5 is ODT, and ODT finished up 1.31% today. This is brand new to the list. My average in it's $15.77, and I was impressed by this definitely because a director and a 10% owner bought up quite a bit of shares after the latest drop. This is one also that has a $50 a share analyst target, and so it is way below where it was, and that was reiterated today. And so ODT is one definitely to watch, and I think that it's a fantastic value play, especially if you're wanting to be in it for about a week to 2 weeks, because I'm expecting a big time retracement upwards. And so I think ODT is a fantastic stock, and if you haven't gotten in it, you're not too late. This is the time to get in. It did not do that great today, so you could get a great entry price on it tomorrow, definitely. Number 4 is FBIO, and I have been loving this stock ever since I added to the list. It's moved up all the way to number 4 on the list. Today it finished up 6.96%, and I think that was as those people from ETON were looking for a new home for their money, and FBIO and AQST really benefited big time from that today. But anyway, FBIO finished up 6.96%. My average in it's $3.64. It has an October 10th PDUFA date, and FBIO has a history of really spiking, so the spike ability is fantastic on this stock, and I'm expecting it to do it again. Analyst targets on this are at $8 a share, so there's plenty of room for it to grow. We'll just let it go. Sounds good to me. All right, number 3 is RCUS. And I was able to pull a magic trick out of this one, and I'll explain what I mean by that here soon. Today it finished up 5.01%, and this is brand new to the list. My average in it is $22, believe it or not. So right when the insider activity happened, I put a notification out to our Patreon group and our Discord, sent out a notification to everybody. I got on it as fast as I could, and I got lucky. I put in an order at $24 a share because I wanted to get in because it was a CFO who bought shares, and Schwab filled it at $22. I don't know. They had someone who was willing to sell at that price. I was flabbergasted. I was like, that is fantastic. What a fantastic entry point. It was totally by accident. Anyway, the CFO bought shares, and I love CFO purchases. No one knows the heartbeat of their company more than a CFO. And so I love to see that. And when I see a CFO get in, I'm pretty aggressive about getting in. Those are the ones I don't want to miss out on insider activity. So that was a really good one. And speaking of that Patreon group and that Discord that we have, you might just check it out. We have a link in the description down below for the small amount of money it costs. I highly recommend it. You can make up 6 months worth with just one great trade. There is tons of great information. I am constantly doing analyzation of different insiders, looking at PDUFA dates. There's short plays on there that I'm always talking about and looking at. Definitely intraday trading that is done, although that's a separate level, the short plays and the intraday trading. But you just might check it out. I think you'll be glad that you did. A lot of great traders on there, not just me. There's a gentleman by the name of Night Commando who does such a great job of looking at charts. Also, a wealth of knowledge by Brian Carroll and some of the other people that are on this group. Jabo. There's lots of talking going back and forth. Everyone is really trying to help one another. Revan is so helpful. Andrew, a lot of great people that I enjoy talking with each and every day. And I really feel like I'm developing friendships with these individuals. And so it's just a really great group of people, and you should check it out. It's definitely worth it. You will pick up all kinds of tricks by just being a part of it. All right, so let's move on. Number two is SAFE. I love this stock. You know, I know that this stock is going to go way up. So far, I'm up in it about 9%, doing pretty well in it. But today it finished down 3.70%. Yesterday it was up over 5.6%. Today down 3.7%. It is still an upward trajectory. It just had a little bit of a pullback. So if you are looking for an entry on this, this is a good time to get in. And here's why I would. My average in it is $54.25. 3 more business days of insider activity was reported tonight. Thursday night, so fresh off the press, SAFE had more insider activity. Last year, from August of 2019 all the way to February of 2020, there was insider activity each and every business day. So far, in 2020 of August, there has been 25 business days in a row since that August time when it first started happening. Purchases by iStar, just like last year. This is exactly the same thing that happened last year. Last year, the stock went from a price of $26 a share all the way to $62. I'm expecting this to go from $50 all the way to $120. But if insider activity continues all the way until February of 2021, that is exactly what's going to happen. So this is your chance to get in now as this insider activity is happening, because it is literally being reported every business days. And so it's well worth it. I think you should get in it. All right, number 1 is AQST. And I think this stock is great, up over 60% now in it, just absolutely loving it. Today, it finished up 3.28%. My average in it's $5.35, and analysts have a target on this anywhere between $18 a share to $33 a share. So at $9 a share, it's nowhere near what analysts think that its possibility is. They have a PDUFA date on September 27th, and it's for Libervant, which is for epilepsy, that I'm really hoping gets approved, but it should be a fantastic run-up stock. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you can do me a huge favor, and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. And then also, if you're seeing me for the first time, please subscribe and then turn on those bell notifications. I look forward to talking with a lot of you each and every day. Let's all invest and get rich together. Raythoven out.